Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Purdy. That is caught. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Purdy will look to throw again here. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. The Browns are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Smith with a Zadarius Smith type of a play, and he still looks like a Pro Bowl player. Even coming off serious offseason injury and switching teams last season, he had double-digit sacks for the third time in 4 seasons.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Purdy now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Niners 10, Browns 0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's second down. You look at this Niner defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Alert! Hey, 31!
Throwing on third down, Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A
can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
To about the 48-yard line. Well, this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind out the first down.
How about that play from Peoples-Jones, and how about the 2-down-22 he had? Former six-rounder topped 800 yards, going from primarily a deep threat to a well-rounded starting receiver.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
59!
Watson now to throw. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Chubb on the counter. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And he's brought down. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. First and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Chubb. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Browns are back within a score. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
On first down, it's Purdy. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Hung up the man that time, man. They put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Tony?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Purdy sets up to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Now, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Purdy off the play fake. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack coming from Big Dalvin Tomlinson. Nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Another outstanding season by Garrett in 2022. His 2nd year in a row with 16 sacks, tied for 2nd in the league. In just his 7th season, he's almost a virtual lock to become the Browns' career sacks leader.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ready.
On first down, Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And that's incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback though for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Jakeem Grant deep for Cleveland. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. Taken down at the 42.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. Watson off play action. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Watson just beating the play clock. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, pick up that! 3-4! Hey, alert! Stand up, look!
Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Hey, 31! Stand up, go!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Down right around the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, alert, alert! 59.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, 59! Stand up, go!
Now it's Watson. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Oh, he sheds himself free. Still going. Inside the 20. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. 73 yards. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point try now for Moody. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted.
Mitch Wishnowsky, the kickoff for San Francisco.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Hey, 31!
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 180 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give the tackle to Anthony Walker. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Purdy. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game?
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here it is, 4th and inches. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Watson. That's going to be caught for Browns. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This is 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. They'll take this up just shy of midfield. We are inside of 1 minute, only 1 timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
Here's 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Purdy. Across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, Watson. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. Here's 1st down. Now Watson. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
Hopkins on for the field goal. A 64-yard attempt.
And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to.